Hey guys, welcome back. It's Sarah or SACHEU or Sarah Chung, and today we're doing a good old fashioned sitting on the floor, straight to the point makeup collection review. And this is one of the most highly anticipated drops of the year because I've been a fan of this makeup artist for so long. I'm trying to build up suspense. I don't know why I'm acting like y'all can't read the video title, but I love his work. I have recreated a couple of his looks on Kim Kardashian. This one, not this one. But he's just done a lot of iconic looks, knowing his story about how when he was a teenager he ran away from home and starting as a queer kid working at Sephora and built his craft from there, and then really making it that huge in the makeup industry, doing the biggest celebrities there are, is just, this man works hard. And I actually attended a talk that he did to explain his whole collection, the inspiration behind it, how he built the brand. And he actually had a lot of opportunities throughout his entire career where a lot of people were reaching out to try to create a makeup collection with him, but he really wanted to master his craft and waited 20 years to get as much experience as possible before starting a brand. I just find his story so inspiring, and I also am such a sucker for makeup artist brands. I think my two favorite categories of makeup is makeup artist brand, like really artistry brands like NARS, and like everyday makeup brands like Rare Beauty and Glossier. But anyway, here is the entire collection. You can buy this at Sephora right now. And let me tell you, when I got this package, I almost shot myself. I was so excited. So this is what it all looks like. I've already looked through this a little bit. There's a booklet explaining the details of the inspiration of every product. First of all, I love the packaging. I love minimalist packaging. There are 3 eyeshadow palettes in the collection. The first one is the Master Max palette, and I think this is the most like everyday girl friendly if you want just a neutral palette. These has all the colors. When he did the talk, he said this was really inspired by skin tones. I really love that it has really light neutral brown shades, but it also has darker shades. So everybody's nude neutral eyeshadow look is different based on your skin tone. Like we talk a lot about variation in foundation shades, but this is variation in eyeshadows, which is just as important. And I really love that because it shows that he's coming from the perspective of a makeup artist. And I feel like makeup artists should be prepared to do clients of any skin tone. I'm all over this palette. I'm probably going to be using this a lot because it has such a range, but it's in such a small little palette. He designed all these palettes to be kind of the size of iPhones, so it's really something you can carry around with you, but you still have a lot of flexibility. The next one is the Master Metallics. All of these shades are metallics, so usually palettes have like a mix of metallics and mattes, but he just did one texture per palette, and I think that's very special because you're not supposed to do a full look from a palette. This is just like a little pop of color you can add, and you can mix and match and just pick out what colors you need to do the look. He said he was very inspired by human anatomy when he created this palette, so these are all shades that you can find inside the human body, which sounds a little creepy, but you know, artists. And this third palette, the Master Metals palette, is truly sensational. 10 out of 10 for its innovation because it's so special and I've never seen something like that. This is what it looks like, and there's a pan right here that's detachable. I'm gonna put this back. But the super cool thing about this is a lot of times when makeup artists do editorial looks where they want a really molten, metallic, intense pigmented eyeshadow, you usually need to use loose pigments plus a mixing medium, and that could get really messy. And I have experimented with that before myself, but it's always the fact that it gets so messy that deters me from doing more of those looks, which is why this product is so amazing because these are all pressed pigments, but you can use the spatula to kind of scrape some of the pigment off, put it right here, kind of use this as a mixing bowl. And he also has his own mixing medium that you can just squeeze into here, so you can just mix this so easily, no mess. And this will also make your eyeshadow waterproof, which is so cool. The mixing medium does contain alcohol, but that's pretty standard for mixing mediums, but if you're ultra sensitive, just be a little careful, maybe patch test before using this. There are also 3 Master Eye Prep and Set palettes for 3 different skin tones. It comes with 2 nude eye primers plus a powder. You can use this kind of as like a perfecting powder. You can use this to set your eye primer, and I love that there's the lighter shade when you really want your eyeshadow colors to pop, and there's more of a neutral darker shade, and that's more for if you're doing an everyday look, you don't want to be applying eyeshadow, and it can just be a really natural wash of color on your eyelids. So I'm going to show y'all more products as I go, but I really want to just let y'all see the products in action. So I'm going to start with the Master Eye Prep and Set palette in light. I'm going to use the lighter shade. Ooh, wait, forgot about this. But now we're going to go into this palette. I really want to do kind of a smoky look, so I'm picking up this shade right here. By the way, if it's not obvious, I have finished my entire foundation routine. If you're interested to know my current foundation routine, let me know. And now I'm picking up the darker shade. Apply this right here. So I really want to do black lids, and I'm just patting this all over the lids. I'm just going to pick up this shade right here. Mario actually said that this is something he uses on the brow bone to kind of create a more seamless transition. So that took a lot of blending, but this is what it looks like now. Now I'm gonna get into one of these Magic Secret Glow highlighters. So these are the shades Bronzite, Quartz, and Citrine. They are inspired by crystals and they're supposed to be eyeshadow toppers. So I'm gonna try this one. It's a little bronze, looks really good on black. And I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use my fingers because why not? This feels very creamy. And I'm just going to pat this right here. So this is what it looks like. Now let's get into some eyeliners. So these are the Master Pigment Pro Pencil. This is something I've always wanted, but this has an eyeliner on one side and a flat brush. This is very thin and flat, so it can do a very precise line. And I've always been a fan of doing a very thin wing with an angled brush, but you know, you gotta bring two items and now you got two in one. So there's a brown one and a black one, but for this intense eye, I'm gonna use the black one. And I'm actually gonna take the flat brush and pull this down a little. And I'm also actually gonna bring this in a little bit into the inner corners for a more feline look. I'm going to do my waterline with this as well. There are actually two more eyeliners in this collection. This one is the Brightening Pencil, so you can use this in your waterline if you want to make your eyes bigger, or you can just use this to clean up any mistakes. This is the liquid eyeliner, which is very precise. It has a very thin tip, but it takes 15 minutes to set, which could be a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you can really tailor it, so if you mess up a little bit, which Mario admits that even he messes up sometimes, you can take a Q-tip and really perfect that wing, and after 15 minutes that's it. It's completely set. Probably not a great choice if you're always in a hurry when you do your makeup, but if you are getting ready for like a big event and you want a perfect wing, this would be a really good option. Because I love this palette so much, I'm going to take a little bit of the gold right here, take just a drop of mixing medium so it's not too runny, and just pop this right in the inner corner. I love this look so much. Now I'm just going to clean this up with a little bit of concealer. Top this all off, I'm just gonna apply a mascara, and this is the new one from Morphe. This is my first time trying it. One product I haven't touched on yet is the Master Secret Glow highlighter in Expensive, and this is different from the other highlighters in that it doesn't have any pigment. It's a very solid gloss, so I'm just gonna tap this right here. I feel like this would look really good on bare skin. So this is it, you guys. This is the finished look. I really love all these products, all for different reasons, but I think my favorite would have to be the Master Metals palette because it's just so unique and it solves a big problem for me. So I love this palette. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this collection, which product you're the most interested in picking up, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.